A skating rink becomes a stage for all amateur and professional skaters. For Scott Hamilton, it's his life. On that stage, he can open his heart for all of us to see both warmth and feelings. Scott is the ultimate entertainer. He can make us laugh and he can make us cry. But when something more important is at stake, Scott Hamilton displays courage beyond any of us. This past March, doctors in Cleveland found Scott had testicular cancer. By the end of March, Scott had begun the first of 6 chemotherapy treatments. Luckily, the cancer had been diagnosed early, and by all accounts, Scott is winning the battle. In September, Scott rejoined his friends Christy Yamaguchi, Paul Wiley, and the others with the Stars on Ice tour. And in typical Scott nonchalance, he says the last 6 months have been just normal.
I just took a vacation, and now I'm getting back into skating slowly. I just took a 6-month vacation, decided it was enough. The last 6 months have been kind of eye-opening, kind of an interesting time, just dealing with my illness and getting past it. And then once I was past the illness part of it, the getting well part is my new challenge, and that's just going to take some time, and it's going to be a slow process, but hopefully I can become relentless. You know, right now it's been pretty defeating, and it's hard to get on the ice, but hopefully that'll clear itself up. I was the only one that had to go through the not fun stuff, but for everyone else and for, you know, and my relationship with everybody was very one-on-one, very fun, very hysterical, very much. There's a lot of humor throughout this whole ordeal, and you know, between you know, Christy and Kurt and Katya and Paul. At first, I think everybody was pretty scared, and they all came up from Dayton on a day off. You know, when I was in Cleveland, when it first happened, it was like the second day that it was public knowledge that I was suffering from this. They came up, and you could tell everybody was kind of, you know, nervous at first, and how do we react, and how do we do this? And it was pretty much instantaneous. Okay, let's make this a fun afternoon. And we just laughed for like 3 hours. Everybody sat around a table in the hotel, and we just laughed.
Scott can even joke about what this ordeal has done to his second greatest love, his golf game.
My lowest score was 81 throughout, you know, the chemo and all that stuff. I was playing a lot of golf, you know, however much I could. But the best round of golf I had was right after the surgery. It was like, whoa, I'm putting well, I'm chipping well, I'm not trying to swat the ball, I'm swinging easy. And it was, you know, I kind of want to get that back somehow. Not that I want to get that back, but I kind of want to get back to where I was before as far as the game is concerned. Now that I'm well, it's like, dang, what's going on? Life sometimes kicks you so hard that you don't know what you did to deserve it. Well, you didn't do anything to deserve it. It's just that. And you have to be responsible to your health. If I can do anything, it's to tell people to go in for regular checkups. Just do that for you and for your family. You know, if you catch something early, it's so much easier than catching it late. And things happen, and it's not always fair, but you got to keep looking ahead, and you've got to stay optimistic, and you've got to keep the attitude that, you know, you can make anything happen. You're the driving force behind your life, and it doesn't have to be bad. It can be great.
That was a recent conversation, obviously, with Scott Hamilton. This performance, called the Double Bogey Blues, taped prior to the diagnosis.
Well, I can tell you firsthand, right after Scott Hamilton's treatment, we did play golf, and he beat me by 5 strokes.
I'm here to try my luck. They say this game's a tough one, but I'll give it my best shot. Though the bunkers look like beaches and the greens like parking lots. Oh, Lord, what am I gonna do? Help me keep my head down. Save me from those double bogey blues. First I pull out my driver, check my stance and grip. I'm trying to remember every single nickel's tip. Straighten that left elbow, slightly bend your knee. Keep your head behind the ball and look out for those trees. Oh, Lord. What clubs should I choose? You know I'm lost out in the forest. Save me from those double bogey blues. My knees begin to shake. I'm praying I can one putt, try to save an 8. It's a $40 Nassau. If I sink this on me lock, I'll be sitting in the clubhouse sipping bourbon on the rock. Oh Lord, what am I gonna do? Help me keep my head down. Save me from those double bogey blues. I can't afford to lose. You know I'll be in church next Sunday. Save me from those double bogey blues.
Well, in true Scott Hamilton fashion, he's able to bring his great personality onto the ice and tell a great story in the process. But Vern, I think we may have seen a reverse pivot in that performance.
Well, he does love his golf, and the kid can still skate. Scott Hamilton.
In fact, here is that reverse pivot. Got to get the weight to the front foot on the swing. What are you doing, Scott? There we go.